Yeah. Oops. Oh yeah, I was thinking of selling my first house, if you want to have a look at that. Yeah, it says I'm live. Silly alligator boy. Mwah. I love him. I love like the old sand pit. I could probably get rid of the weeds. And like the mushrooms. So, yes, I think I'll try and sell my first house very quickly before we get into doing our jobs. And I guess we'll start with setting up a movie set, unless you want exterior renovation, house remodeling finish, or we found a lost child. Okay, so the house I'm going to sell is this one. I've I've done I feel enough to it for now. You've like the pool, you've like a little kind of awning, barbecue area, a kitchen, bathroom, dining table. Like you've pretty much everything you need for a startup house. So I've not done this. I don't know how you sell. Ah, there we go. Sell house. Well, we only have one auction person, so they want to buy it for 119, which is 24,000 profit. Sure. Are you sure you want to sell this house? Isn't it? You'll earn. You buy it. If you buy it again in the future, it will reset to its original state. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, it gives me a before and after of the house I'm selling. That's kind of cool. The lighting doesn't know what to do because I did this at night. Okay, that's my first house sold. Ah, I can have one more person interested in my auctions. Also, yeah, I now have my first buyer profile. Well, apparently I don't, even though I sold the house. So it's like, no, you haven't met any of the buyers. Me. Who the fuck did I sell the house to then? Fucking really what? I guess I did sell it to the fucking demon, apparently. Damn, fucking swindled by a demon. Depending on timeline, I did interrupt his fucking space. Oh, sweet Baba Jesus. This is a pretty one. That's actually real fucking pretty. Hold up. I don't remember this house being in the base game. Oh, shit, this is real pretty. Sorry, give me a second. I love, like, some of the shit you can, like, make. Because this is all using the same assets that the game has. And yeah, you can, like, dig holes and make, like, paths like that. It's actually really fucking... It's really pretty. Hello! Okay, so, just so you know for context, I'm currently streaming on YouTube so that Protector can watch. I'm, I'm, I'm so sorry about Rebecca. Just Rebecca, fuck you. It's like, well, you. Sorry, I respected your privacy. Bitch, no one respects my privacy. No one ever has. And this is an end of the world scenario. Why the fuck would you respect it here? Maybe that's a positive, considering the situation. Who knows? I'm not gonna lie. If he didn't respond as well as he did, and she didn't get the good insight, she's like, "Well, fuck you. I'm gonna go talk to Tink." Right? Fuck. Yeah, fuck you. I'm not. The book's untrustworthy. I might be part lich or empowered by his magic. Don't trust the book. Uh, I can't remember. Yeah, someone just. Yeah, I think someone did turn like, yeah, you're very fucking knowledgeable on this, aren't you? It's like, yeah, about that. I I was kind of his book, you know. Yeah, poor fucking Rebecca slash me, not fully understanding half of what's going on. It wasn't that she wasn't paying attention. It was just like, well, the world technically is a prison for him by the person that turned it into a prison. But he didn't make it a prison. Yeah, but someone else fucking made it a prison that put him into it. It's like, oh, he was pushed more into the foundation. Still a fucking prison. The one that made it into a prison, shock horror, might want to make sure it stays a prison. It's like, yeah, I love Rebecca's kind of point is like, I love Rebecca though. She did say one actual useful thing in all of that stupidity, which was well, if the whole thing is like the big soul thing he was making, wouldn't the walls be made of souls? And if the souls of the people are coming from somewhere, couldn't it be coming from the walls, thus making the walls weaker over time as more souls are pulled from them? Just yeah, but like I love that looks over. You know, that's something we hadn't fucking considered. Ruby, but you never know. It could be souls. Yeah, but I do love the accidental, but it could technically, just be made of soul, and therefore, Yeah, but also I love Rebecca. It's like, yeah, so things that are kind of threats is definitely the guys that would super murder the world if they found out about it. It's like they're not the prime threat right now. It's like, well, of the ones we're currently dealing with, the Lich is kind of semi entertained by his own bullshit right now. Because if he wanted to leave, let's face it, if he wanted to leave, he's been this long. He probably has found a way and would do something about it. But the fact that he once saw a bunch of adventurers show up and his idea was, fuck it, let's toy with them, kind of shows that, you know, he's he's not super like immediately on the let's tear down the walls and get out fucking train just yet. He's probably on the scientist he's probably on the scientist bullshit of like, you know, I should be mad and I have like things I could do, but I could also do experiments now that I have extra time to do. No, we're not we're not justifying it for you. What's he currently doing? Absolutely fuck all. He seems kind of happy. I mean, like, it's been a couple of thousand years. If he wanted to break out, he would have done it by now. Yeah, yeah, but you were shattered. That's a different problem. Eh. No, see, Tazzles. Here's the thing. You know I'm having fun. So how bad's the problem? For now, not that bad. Look, look. Either they're also. Uh, I know the answer is probably you're not super interested, but if you want, I can link the stream so you can watch me. Also, I know her like she was trying her best. She's got 8 fucking int and doesn't understand magic, despite being a caster. he did also like randomly shout at her at one point, where she's like trying to explain it nice and calmly. He's like, it doesn't make any sense. It's like she's just trying to help you, my guy. Oh, I hadn't even know. I hadn't even noticed that. It's like I'm fine with whatever happens. Ah, yes, because there's just one person in this conversation. I mean this. I mean this in the politest way. There's times with Nico as he's like Joe talking things like that that remind me of yeah. See, this is this is a this is this is something I say. It's why I do want to do relationships with like some of my characters, but it's just like the most relationship I have with any of my characters is Zanya and like but and Leandra like and that relationship. Okay, okay. There's nothing wrong with that relationship. But honestly, for me, that one actually feels quite nice. But it's like even how they did like their first kind of like kiss and things and that it was like nice, calm. She was like, "Okay, can I actually kiss you? Because like I know you have like your other things." Like it was like nice, calm, like respectful, like towards each other. Where it's just like I'm going at a pace, but I want to try going a little bit further. Are you okay if I go a little bit further? And it's like yes. It's like yeah. So they just did. And it's like it's what I've like kind of said to you. If any like a lot of my characters, I would kind of like to try having relationships with like other characters with, but the I don't know if I'd want to do it with another like player because then it gets like a bit awkward and tricky. So it's like NPC, at least that's like a bit more controlled, if that makes sense. Nah, Rebecca Wormerance. Bob Bob can't have a relationship. She has to. I don't take damaged goods. I'm sorry. Oh, what do you mean? Looks at Rebecca's crash out earlier. Kind of a justifiable crash out, but still. Okay, Sorry, protector. I need your wallpapering advice. No, no. Well, there's going to be a bias. Okay, there's going to be a bias because there's one that's a leaf pattern and there's one that's hummingbirds. Now, do I do the whole room hummingbirds or do I? Yeah, uh like the only like of my like D&D characters other than I'll say yeah, sorry. I'm just looking at the hummingbird paint like wallpaper. Yeah, that back wall being the the plants is actually quite nice because it's actually really pretty wallpaper. Anyway, but like of all my characters, the one that's probably the most open about shit, if that makes sense, like relationships. Uh, I guess bar like Zanya, who's already in one. Uh, is is Zalia. Uh, because well, eh, that's kind of the thing. That's kind of the thing. She like after losing her friend, kind of went into like a I need to find like distractions and a way and like things like that. So just kind of went through like relationships because they were easy. She has one that she's like, okay, I actually did feel something for that one, but she wasn't okay, so she was the one that ended that one, rather than it being just like a cool, we had fun and moved on. Yes. That okay. I I I I guess I think it might be because I said sure try and find one for me because I couldn't think. I I just want I know I made the mistake of letting Vic be the choice for that one. But like yeah, the the way I describe Zalia and like her interests is if someone shows like genuine like interest and love, then she'll reciprocate. She doesn't give a shit towards like who it comes from, but if they're like yeah, genuine, then that's just who she goes for. She doesn't care either way. It is a little sad that that's how she views it, but it is just like, yeah, yeah, like she can like just sit and have fun with someone if that makes sense. Like, fuck it. Like we're two fucking grown adults. We made a goddamn decision. But you know what I mean? Like that's just kind of like the view on it. It's just like we're both adults. We both consent. We both want it. So therefore, fine. Yeah. This this bedroom is actually bugging me because I don't know how to set it up in a way that I'm not. But Tome, research purposes. Wow, that lich got bored. Yeah, all I could. Sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt you, but all I could just think now is just like, tell him like, oh, like if you want to subjugate me and all this, when he fucking learns how illiterate she is, it's just like, part of me is just like, ah, yes, her master plan to take like this book, right? It just looks at all these like words. It's just like, bitch, I can't understand. I can't even add a spell to this fucking book if I wanted to. Like, if she was like evil and tried to take over, like it chose the worst one. Just like the illiterate dumbass. Uh, yeah, all I could. I'm sorry, considering like his history, like Bob's history, and like all of that went on there. What that translates to in my head is like, it's like, oh, he hasn't like any experience at relationships and things like that. Me, because she already made clone friends for you. She's not going to go through the effort of having you have the ability to deal with them. To deal with them is what I said. This bedroom. Yeah, I did mean fucking him. I do realize though that is also just a very good distraction method of just I'm not dealing with you. Just no, it's good. Of of like the NPCs that she's met and dealt with throughout like the kind of like travels, uh, in like just her world now. Like, there's been a few. She's like, maybe if I was up for it. uh, a small one. Like, she knows she has to keep like professional levels, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, she knows she has to keep professional levels, but a small part of her is like, if I didn't, she'd have a swing at the fox. Yeah, he's yeah, like on like yeah, like he, yeah, like he'd fall into the category of don't think it'd be serious, but if the two of them wanted to have a go at each other, she'd be more open to it. But I'm awkward just because I haven't done relationships, so yeah, I was gonna, it just made me think. Rebecca's view on that kind of stuff is relationships mostly just get you hurt, right? But she also realized her mother. Okay, but the thing about that is she also knows how people are stupid and think with their fucking pants, both men and women. But yeah, like so yeah, she knows that that's just another tool that can be exploited to get things that you want. See, Bob's like, well, I'm inexperienced. I've had like a few things. It's like, well, time to get you some lessons on how to use that body of yours in the correct way. You heard me. Strip. God. What's worse is this is I'm saying this and it can be heard on the stream with no context. Uh no one watches my videos anyway, it's fine. You're fine. But yeah. Um Joe, because we've been talking about it for so long, I have to bring it up. V- With Vess, I think it would be. It's fine. It's fine. Vess will just be a concubine. Sorry. uh, no, I think, I think genuinely though with Vess, I don't think long term. Sorry, give me a second. I'm trying to fix something, and the game is being fucking rude. I think long term, Vess knows it probably wouldn't have super worked out between the two of them. Not in like a bad way, but in just like a in all realism, this probably wouldn't have worked out, right? I think what Vess would want is probably similar to what he had before. I don't. I think he's. I guess now more open because he didn't think he could have feelings for someone like Artie, and then did. Yeah, but I think, but I think genuinely though, he'd just want something nice and simple. Like, I guess someone that would like love him and his daughter. Fess, Fess and Artie's first interaction, like Fess and Artie's first interaction was the fucking best thing because he was just, it's like, hey, it's like you're like I can't say you're the target we're supposed to be, like, protecting, but hi, how are you doing? I guess. Yes, it. Yeah, we're at a party. I'm making conversation. What's wrong? Vest being the most like genuine, just like, why wouldn't I want to know how your day is going? You're at this place too. Vess, the sheer romantic by being the most normal ass person, showing normal decency to another person. It's like, but he's royalty. You have to like talk to him like he's a person. Vess accidentally being like a good guy by just being kind. Okay, this one is done. I do so many code DM sessions. So sometimes I worry, do people think I'm like lazy that I just do so much code DMing? Okay, sorry. I was just gonna say, so Tazzles, do you know you're like, oh, I want Starless, give me Starless, right? No, no, I need to. Ooh, that's a fucking cool boy for later. Um, yeah, give me a second. Let me let me send the. I'm not. I'm not thinking. So if you open up that, Exterior renovation? Sure, why not? Ferrum wasn't meant to be gone this long. Things happen. I love I love the idea that he still will adamantly prefer to call himself Cloak. Yeah, I need to work on doing her at some point. I can't look. I'm presuming Vic is saying something. Ask. Dramatic? Sorry. Wait a minute. Thank you, Tassels. Yeah, I, I I feel bad that I apologize for how stupid Rebecca is, but like she's trying her best. And and like just tome and think, yeah, like this is just big end of the world stuff that's happening. It's like, okay. She's still adamant though that calling the Ruby a prison is a correct statement. Yeah, but for who the prison's for, they can't, and that's what we're trying to keep it as. Yeah, it's like it's like okay, trapping someone in the cement of the foundings of their own thing. Would you not call that imprisoning them in their creation? It's like, well, he didn't make it a prison. Isn't the argument? And that's you're just like, I never said he was the one that made it a prison. I'm saying the one that did make it a prison. When when she was like, yeah, so if when you make like a prison, you want to have like, people that keep it maintained and things like that. And I'm just like, but he didn't make it a prison. I'm like, he was making it into basically like a super mansion for himself. And she was just like, cool. But it was turned into a prison for him, though. And there's a few people that would. Uh, I think Tink said, yeah, it was like it's like, but he wasn't making it a prison. It's like I know he fucking was. Yeah, I know he fucking wasn't. But someone converted what he did, and the only real suspect for who that would be currently would be, uh, like, oh God, I keep not knowing how to say her name. Like, Tana? Tana. Because, yeah, yeah Thana. Like, she seems, of everyone that, like, converted it and trapped him, or, to quote, pushed him into the cement, seems most likely to be the one that did it. And the logic I know isn't super great, but it's like if it's in her temple and this is the guy that like ruined your shit, ended multiple worlds because you fucking turned him down that one time, essentially. But you know what I mean? It's like it's like yeah, like kept her as like a prisoner. It's like cool. And his gem is in your temple and you didn't break it, you're possibly protecting it. Like, if he's not around and, like, you pushed him into cement, why are you keeping the gem around? And it can't be the. Okay, yeah, here's the other thing. And it can't be the people from Deimos because of that whole, like. Demio, sorry. it can't be the people from Demios because like Tome was like, yeah, if they found out I existed, they would giga murder me. So it's like, yeah, yeah, but like still, like the yeah, so it's like, yeah, so if they found out about like a crystal he was in, they wouldn't be like, oh, we'll just leave that in like the temple of like the woman he like like the goddess he like captured and shit like that. They'd just go full nuclear and destroy it. So them being the ones that did it, and also like the sentence of, well, they believe like he died at this place and his phylactery was destroyed, adds to the whole. Well, clearly they're not the people that put him there. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like the argument, that argument is like not really necessarily needed to be made. That's why she's like, they're technically the most dangerous for if we accidentally make any small whoopsie. Like they'll just probably throw every fucking resource to get to that goddamn crystal. That's why she's like, the, hmm? But can you can you at least understand her logic for saying why those are kind of the most dangerous problem? For Rebecca, Rebecca, okay, I will say, yeah, Rebecca is kind of a bitch, but it is also why she specified. Okay, let me finish. It is also why she specified, like, I said I understand the view of like just letting the world end. She never said she wants it to end. Yeah, considering he already is like, you got weird shit going on. You're kind of like him. I don't like it. Then for her fuck to be like, yeah, I can get wanting to end the world. It's like, not again. Meanwhile, she's just like, I've got like one person there I'd prefer not to die. Yeah, but I love Rebecca. I do love her. I do love like, I do love Rebecca. Was just like, no, I don't say it's going to answer any of my petty squabbles. I never said it was going to. I just said it would get rid of some people I don't want alive anymore. It's like, uh, still still didn't answer the question, Tome. Also, I love everyone ignored her asking that question, bar like Deirdre, who's like, yeah, I kind of have a sense of wanting to keep my home safe. It's like, not quite what I'm on about, sweetie, but okay. Also, I love Rebecca to stop sassing the people we're trying to get to help. Michael, what the fuck did Sassafras do? Sassing fucking Renair. That's what you fucking did. Yeah, like she did say in the letter, she did mean that, but me as player, uh, roughly when do we think, and like I guess like downtime wise, uh, do do I get to begin researching the am I part lich? Am I part his magic? What am? Uh, Going to the people that understand his magic the most first would be the best answer. So, Tink and Tome. The only other wild card that she's like, we'll save it for now just in case, would be, I don't know, someone that's from the place that fled from 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 him. No, no, I'm not going to go to Demios. No, 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 I'm not going to Demios. I'm not going to Demios. I'm going to talk to the professor. Yeah, just like slides up beside him. So I might be that lich you're all scared of, or at least part of him. Uh, any idea how to deal with that isn't killing me? Yes, I prefer not to die. But yeah, like I know Tink and them don't know a lot, but they at least know more than most people. I'm guessing it's not from that description. It's not just a talk with Tome. It's a talk with Tome plus someone else. For it's just think tank. It's like, look, you feel like the one that will understand the situation without freaking out super hard. Because it here's the thing. If it was Tink and this conversation started, it's like so it might be like part lich or like things like that, right? Tink's reaction would be like, "Well, shit, mate," essentially. That might be a problem. It's like, really? Yes, it's called my mother. No, no. I said what I said. It's out there. We all have to live with it. Too bad. Oh, yeah, did you see the quote? I, I'm sorry, but it was so funny though. Not even catching strays. That was just straight fucking. If I sass her hard enough, she'll come back to be like, "Fuck you." I'll tell you, I love. Yeah. So what you're saying is we just have to create like a big vacuum and just like hoover her back together. Then we can resolve that issue. Yeah. If we. Yeah. No. See, this is what like locate persons for. We just have to like do that and see which winds have that essence and follow those. No, no, she is a person, just very widely dispersed. Nah, I'm sure it's just like going out getting some milk. Look, my kid's already being raised by a phone. You can't do much worse. Hey, sweetie, did you try did you try asking him what he likes? Yeah, do monsters with your fucking kid and then try and find like an interest after that. Effort. Wait, there's a room that still has something missing in it. As she starts going towards the death fucking tornado. Oh, cool, abandoning me again. Thanks. Look, listen here, you little whoosh. Oh no, not sickness. sorry, sorry. Just one of those things. What killed your parents? Ah, you know. Sickness. Really? Really? There was no fucking symbol in this goddamn room to say there was a job. No, there's a fucking no, there's a fucking rotten bagel that was behind the fucking lamp, and that was the last fucking job in this house I needed to do. No. The demon already fucking bought a house and didn't get added to my goddamn buyers list of people. So I know. Yeah, I need to read that. Yeah, as I'm saying, as I'm saying, it's it's gonna be a hell of a time when we get to fucking like Willow's thing. No, not even Hex. Like Hex, that's the problem, and we kind of half know what's going to be there. Come on, come on! You don't want to have coven on coven action. They open up Willow's one. There's four fucking splits that all show like the different worlds that her fucking mental states live in. She's like, cool. Also, I love I got CK to drop off that last letter, which is the true sign that she calmed down, is that she sent CK over with it. But it. And she took that as, well, fuck you. You don't want to help, motherfucker? Keeping the fucking me a secret? Yeah, real fucking helpful. Rebecca fucking Rebecca. The thing is, Rebecca and Tome have the same energy, where they're both just like, we have free will now, and then they're just both like, fuck you. Yeah, no, they're they but Tazzles is right. They are just fucking siblings, and that's kind of funny. That's another house down. Rebecca and Tome work so well. It's so funny. I love her just like taking, because she had to get that transcribed, what she said in that last letter, by Card Kid, but she doesn't want him to freak out with how bad the fucking knowledge she has is. So she had to like make that as vague as possible. And be like, yeah, after our last conversation, I kind of had a bad time. And I've been taught to hurt people around me as a safety precaution. Yeah, she's like, well, yeah, she does know that, but she's just like being extra a little bit. she would she would give like Car Kid a hug and head pat after that. Yeah, like no, she does like have her friends, but she has a hard time saying those are her friends because that means you've got attachments. Yeah. I can fucking stay here, probably die. Well, you threw a knife into my chest. Proceeds to point at knife still remaining in chest. I know. Ugh. She'll kill him later. Oh, I mean it. She will genuinely hunt him down and kill him because he deserves to die. He's a prick. Um, no, it's gonna be a guild contract. She'll get the resources together to hunt him down and kill him. Yeah, and her mentality is currently the whole like someone going up to her like, Rebecca, if you kill a killer, the number of killers in the world says the same. Her, but if I kill two killers. Not with the people she's getting rid of in this world. Yeah, like I will fully admit, like she does want to be better than she is. Like she is wanting that because she doesn't like that she is like this kind of monster. But when she gets a bit depressed, she kind of goes into, well, I am one. Well, no, it's just how she kind of like, I guess, deals with with a lot of emotions is to shut down and become like what everyone tells you you are. I know. I I yeah, I know, and I was just like, I know she's there, and I did mean to like do it, but there was just so much shit going on that session, and once the fucking sea spell, it was like she couldn't spend anymore. Yeah, yeah, no, she always fucking yeah. Like even like the description of what I gave her. Again, I don't like high level combat, but the description of like one of those abilities is the like level 17 warlock ability. Uh, I Yeah, Rebecca's nowhere near ready. Also, I've been thinking on the third item, and it's going to be something that she is going to like enhance her hound with. I guess something to yeah, something to like either I guess let him stick around uh like outside so she has like a pet big spooky dog. Big spooky dog. Quotation marks. What the dog doing? Yeah, like yeah, should have should have slit his fucking throat. Diablo specifically. Yes. Cool. I still want him dead. It's like the same thing, like where it's like Rebecca saying that letter, like back to Tober. Tober's like, you could like try and be better. Just like, oh yeah, I can be, but there's still like evil people in this world that I know about that I'm going to get rid of. Like, I don't think it's bad to be like, I want to get rid of basically the mob and like what you call and like my mother. Yeah, but if I give you the context of what happened with my man, well, she well, is she really my mom at this point? She disowned me a long time ago. Yeah, that does remind me. Did I send you that art of? I think I've said it before. So, do you know the way, like Rebecca's art has like that big portal with the dog like in it behind her, like the all that stuff, right? There was a yeah, like Rebecca's original art like has a portal behind it. Yeah, that's why I said she was going to be a shadow sorcerer because that has just like the portal that opens up to like Hounds of Ill Omen behind her. Yeah, but there was another one I found a while ago that isn't Rebecca, but it's another person opening up like a portal similar to that, like to that kind of like one that has like a giant like triangular portal with a hound head coming out, and I'm like, that's just like that's clearly the first sibling. That's from the first marriage. Uh, Give me a second. I'm on a timer. I know, but it's just the energy of it. That could all just be Rebecca later on her like vengeance arc. But saying that, that might not be the art. I need to have a look. The thing, yeah, but Rebecca doesn't have all of them in the room at the same time. Yeah, the way it works is the way it works, at least for my logic, is they they have like a place to stay, like maybe Arthur or something like that. And if they're having a shit night, um, she'll invite them. If she's having a bad night, she'll go and find one of them and be like, "Can we just chill? Just just like yeah, come to bed and like lie down with me for a while, please." I mean it in a nice way. If she saw Bob like that, she would offer every so often to let him like share the bed. Yes, but I could use some company, and it helps me get to sleep having someone safe beside me. No, she knows the implications. She's being very, very innocent of what she actually wants. I think that makes it funnier, where she's just like, it's like, no, I just genuinely want someone just to feel a bit safer at night. No, I'm always big spoon turnover. Yeah, no, that's the way she lies. That you have to look at them. Oh yeah, so protector, I know you're busy. I'm not trying to put any pressure or anything like that on. Can I can I write up like I guess the message or like phone call, I guess like message she's gonna send to like her parents to be like, hey, you close up shop for a bit. There's something important happening. Also, deep concern. I'm doing like the final advanced assemblies in the game. It's just like, oh, okay, what do you need for the assemblies? It's just like, it's like you're just assembling two fucking presses, right? Like a set of drawers. Me, okay, that's fine. We can live with that. Fucking 70 screws, but we can live with that, right? It's like, how long do I have to get this set of drawers made? It's like, oh, like, the other challenges. It's like, oh, you've had like 10 minutes. You've had 17 minutes. Like making a TV stand, I had like about 15 or so minutes to get it made within like the time limit, right? Uh, this says 28 minutes. It wants me to do it under me, me. Yeah, easy. Also me. Concerned that the game devs went, yeah, let's give them a bit of time for this one. this this has always this has always been a kind of small thing on my mind. Do like if you wanted, would you want Chalky to have puppies? They're like 4 at this point. Because if you just search it in sessions, what's the date? Yeah. Yeah, it was yeah, they were a pup. Yeah, I'll say like they're still too young right now, but they're definitely reaching, I guess, that age. Like you'd have to get another like dream dog, and then it's just I guess trying to choose what breed of dream dog you'd want, because you already have like one that's yeah, you have one that's chocolate, but you could also get like I guess an ice cream, so you'd have like different like breeds. Fer- Ferrum, Ferrum, yeah, Ferrum was a walking like industrial like construction and deconstruction equipment. Probably. That's how she gets away with half the shit she does. It's the same tactic. It's the same tactic Rebecca's learned as well, which is a bad thing. No, you could show her. You could show the whole family. Yeah, surprising she looks so young considering she's like 50, the fucking hag. Well, I mean, you've had three marriages and like two kids at least. It's got to put some wear on you. No, because she gets a new boy toy and gets them gets them into like the luxury good life and then gets them in debt to the mob. which I guess I realize means she is part of the mob. She's not like the head of it, but she is part of it. I think like the semi conclusion we've come to is her first husband that no one talks about was someone in the mob, which is why she has which is why he has all like the connections like that she does. Which which one is the vampire? She'd probably have the same response Grin does for anyone with Bryn, which is no one touches like the bean. So so she was like was she 4 or 6 when she was sold to the mob? She's like 26 or 21. I know she's not super old. Yeah, because she was at like she was at the circus for a while. Uh, I think it's on her character sheet, like this. I know in like the document we have, it has like her age. Uh, I thought it said like her age. I think we had like the average age of when she like went to like the different places. Yeah, that sounds right. I was like, she's kind of super young and done with the world. It's like being raised in basically a Hollywood star's like life comes with benefits. Yeah. When will you learn that your actions have consequences? Uh, she doesn't have like armor class. Yeah, I love your like. Oh, I guess we're embracing the power of. Also, funny when you were like, oh, like Rebecca's like doing like because she sent Card Kid, it would have a passive +2 to the persuasion. Hermie's like, oh, that would mean that that led her to passive persuasion of 21. Tome, fuck. I can't argue against her. I want to, but I can't argue against her. Yeah. That is like the one thing I still say like canonically. Like there's probably been other people I'm like, oh yeah, like shows like the face, like show like your mask and things like that. Every time she's dealt with him, she's made it very abundantly clear. He doesn't have to ever take that off in front of her. Well, he or she never has to take it off in front of her unless they want to. Like, there's probably been like an accident where it's like slipped off, and she's purposely just not looked at them to. Hmm? Yeah, but like, I mean, if there's ever like a thing where she might accidentally see what's underneath there, she's made like active to not like look. Like, because Karate Kid does eat, so that's to they have to lift it, but like, you know what I'm trying to say. Me not knowing what go on, yeah, she would though, but she's always like respectful of him, of him. Is it him? Is it her? I'm not sure. I think I keep defaulting. I keep defaulting to like him. Yeah, I'm saying like I presume they've made it clear which at some point. I think she just goes between either, and whichever one they seem happy with, she goes with for that time. If they no longer seem happy with it, I guess she'll swap it up. No, shut up. Two. Look, like, if your name is Lyra, but but also, but al- but also, Protector has gotten her revenge on me. Uh, and by she's gotten revenge on me. Every time I do something with biscuits, it's like, oh she, it's like biscuits is a boy. No, this is just Protector's petty revenge against me. Sorry, not petty, deserved revenge against me. I have made you putty. Yeah, fucking near did fucking I. So here's the other thing. Um, I got back to Sven because Sven asked me, "So what kind of happened like after all that?" And I'm like, "Oh, there was ramifications for all of Xnorva after that." It's like, "Oh, cause Hope woke up," and I'm like, "No, no, Hope waking up, Hope waking up." That like was picked up by like a load of things. It accidentally spooked his daughter, like Ix's daughter, because oh yeah, Ix has a daughter. Yes, he does. Him and a god shared blood, and a child came out of it. But yeah, his daughter kind of freaked out because that was a lot more powerful than dad and mom, and uh, she's supposed to be like the guardian when dad's not there, and she wouldn't be able to deal with that, so she freaked out a little. But yeah, she's kind of fine. But also, like, it didn't feel malicious and evil and bad. it felt like this kind of nice, gentle, comforting. So it also confused her. So she's just like held up underneath her amphitheater. Yes, her nest, by the way, like the area she stays in, is underneath like a theater, like a performance theater. There's like a cave system underneath that, and that's where like she like stays and lives. It's like her private area. It also has like the emergency housing. Like there's separate areas down there. Like it's the emergency housing of like some really big bad disasters coming. They can go down there and hide, and she can help like defend outside. So there is like storerooms, but she also has like a chamber down there that she lives in. Well, the fucking three tenets and like things um of like the religion are music, alchemy, and stars. So, yes, she has a theater that she lives under. Yes. Also, yeah, I know everyone's like, "Oh, when is like Zalia and like Orkan becoming a thing?" And the simple answer to that is never. there there's so many people that keep going, "Oh, but when XX?" And I'm like, "No." Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, Protector. We have setting up a movie, house remodeling, or adding a music studio. There is one other one, but that's essentially the last main story house. And, and what's so bad is I feel so bad that I lost the fishy prism. Yeah, the prism, like the shiny prism that had like the fish that we took. Yeah, I hope he got that back. I'm not gonna lie, I feel bad I stole that. I I kept doing it. No one did it. Yeah, the master criminal. If we looted him, we would have seen that he had like more plans on like animal capturing and that he's evil. I love it's the one character I look at like no he's evil and like it's the one that thinks like no Chanduk did nothing wrong. Yeah, the the thing I will say if I do make Starless is I do semi want him to still have the same kind of thing of like working the amount of jobs he does. I I don't know what world I want him to come from though. To I I still think it's funny then if he still has that place that he technically only had in that other game, but still had like the in debt to a vampire type thing going on. Yeah, I could drop it. There is no war in Bossing Say. Yeah, I that reminds me of that court session where it's like, did you put a soul into a doll? Yes, I did. It's like, so this is an undead soul resurrected. Like, no, it's not that. Yes, I am. Shut the fuck up, doll. Well, then where did you get the soul to transmute? Uh, sure, surely, surely you have records of where you did that, right? Uh, yeah, I love that. Just like, so, we're gonna get off the witness stand now. He's like, yeah, yeah, and you're gonna join the people over there that we're prosecuting currently. She's like, yep, yeah. Yeah, I love that. It's like, and then just as he sat there, hey, creator, how are things? Look, Johnny Law doesn't care for your. Well, it happened in a dream, officer. Defense. You still did necromancy, even if it was dream necromancy. No, 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 I didn't do necromancy. If I did, it was in a dream. It's like, but I love he went from witness to, oh, you're also in the suspect pile. Have fun. I love the nice simple. Why did you make me? Where did you get my soul? About that. The council. Do you know what? Yeah, you are responsible for your own creations. Am I? It's like, did didn't she kill like a an important person as well? It's like, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I still think one of my favorite things is I still think I love that it's just like the professor's like, oh yeah, they're very eager to get their hands on the shit I have. It's like, okay, I'll take all the heat. Them, yes, if we get the stick. He's like, cool, we're all good. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. Melts it to snow. Because they were so eager. Also, sorry. I was gonna say I love her point of like, yeah, we should probably keep an eye on Demios because this professor guy, um, he did just kind of prove the system is now, not flawless. So if there were people that were like, oh, we can't do like this or that because like the council say it, it's just like, well, he kind of just showed you don't have to listen to them. I know, but I Rebecca's argument is like, oh, one of the big rules is, oh, you can't do necromancy because that's bad. It's like, well, now that they're not changed the multiverse, what's to stop one person kind of leaving and being like, well, I'm going to study necromancy? No, no, he comes back. Okay, finally, my project's done. It's like, oh, what have you done? It's like, I was just tired of losing like my pets. So I've developed necromancy to let me bring back my animals. What great evil did you think I was going to do? See, because that's the shit I do at necromancy. It's like, oh, they're going to raise an army of the undead. It's like, me. Joe, people have a second, kind of have a second chance with like their cat. Why not? Look, they might be a bit more skeletal, but that's just kind of cute. Now they go click click when they run. Hey, 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 I I didn't bring them back. Duncan brought them back. I you immediately assumed I did it. Yeah, but also I was just kind of thinking, I do love in a way kind of like how the Grand Archive and Demios kind of work because they're sorry Demios because they're kind of similar ish. I said kinda. Yeah, except except somehow I feel the Grand Archive is more nerdy. They do also have a mass. They do also have a massive necromancy fucking archive. Oh yeah, no, but all what I'm saying is like, okay, I will say the necromancy archive in in the Grand Archive is by far the creepiest one. But I think that's more just like a given. Oh yeah, like the thing is, it's like the necromancy archive. There isn't like a lot of researchers there. There's like enough for it to be like a city, right? It's just that a lot of like manual labor and like those kind of tasks are in the politest way given to like things like skeletons and like zombies and that kind of like undead. Well, no, there's not that because there is also quite a lot of set. There's also quite a lot of sentient undead there because like technically there's because there's also like there's a lot of like there's a lot of like revenants, vampire revenants, and like vampires. Revenants. No, revenant. Like like the angry fucking murder spirits. There is there is one or there is like one or two real weird undead in there. Obviously there's a good few. Like the undead dragons are a bit fucking wild, like the bone ones. There isn't really any liches, I'd say. There's 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 demi liches, which are fine. No, demi liches are fine. No, okay, a demi. No, a demi lich isn't a lesser lich. A demi lich is just a lich that's good. No, they're a full lich. No, a demi lich is just a good. No, a demi lich is just a good orientated lich. That is the difference. Unless like it's changed. Or my answer is it's my plane. Fuck it. Demi liches are just good fucking orientated liches. Thus say I. But yeah, like that's just kind of like the thing. It does have one slightly creepy place because all you need is a skull to talk to something. There is a room. Yeah, I've not watched Hamilton, but I did listen to that song. I you say I was gonna I was gonna say hedgehog. Guinea pig. Hamster. Hamster. Oh yeah, I know. So sorry. There there is a collection of like really old and like well trained, skilled like necromancers and like professors and people that have studied it for like years. And there's just a room full of like heads. Well, not heads, like skulls. And act you basically can activate talk with dead with them every so often just to get information that's necessary. Yeah, it's like yeah, there is an archive I've been meaning to do something. There's an archive I'm meaning to do something with that I guess will be the professor session at some point, and I'm sorry I haven't done anything with it yet. Um, yeah, so the idea behind like the particular archive is it was an archive that works on, the study of temporal anomalous kind of stuff. Uh, but it's an archive that, in the simplest terms, exists and doesn't and did and will. Uh, yeah, basically, because of like what they study, um, there wasn't quite an accident, but it basically kind of became a little untethered to, to time is the best way to describe it. So there's record yeah, we're essentially there's records of it like existing, and then sometimes if you're looking at those records, they'll go from, oh yeah, this place like existed, to, oh, like the grand opening of this new archive, like this historical event, to, oh, this disaster that happened, to to like, oh, like there's currently these things happening at this like archive. It just is it exists and doesn't exist at the same time. It's a little loose in terms of its placement, and I was thinking of having a session of going in there and trying to like anchor it to a relative time, essentially. Yeah, like it's okay. Then can you Google? Oh, oh, arch. Yeah, that's what they're called, archliches, which sounds like some like next level form of a lich, and it's like, no, an archlich is just a good lich. But yeah, I guess quickly before you go, then Tazzles. Um, I said Tazzles. I said Tazzles. Speaking of liches, um, there is a little boy. I will be using him in a session. But there's a little boy that is a type of lich that forms from a dead lich. What's sweet pea? No, I've been meaning to, but okay, give me a second. Trying to find something because I actually have art of this guy done by Sharky. That's how dedicated of I wanted a good bit of art for this guy I was. I'll look at Sweet Pea in a second. Where are you? Okay. Oh. So in yeah, show me your fanciest arts. So there there's a kind of lich like thing. It's called a grey shiver. What it is, in the simplest of terms of you kill a lich, you destroy his phylactery, and you got rid of like most of like his body, but you left like the skull behind by accident, right? Because well, he's dead, and that body's not coming back. Uh, if specifically the skull of a lich is left behind, and it's usually a spider, um, moves into the skull, um, the power of the lich stays in the skull, right? Like all that necromantic energy. So most of the time, a spider will crawl in there and fucking die. There is the rare chance a spider crawls into it, right? Has unbelievable magic power poured into its little fucking spider brain. And it then grows in size to become bigger and essentially wears the skull on its back and gains some of the personality of the lich that owned the skull. And yeah, they're actually powerful casters. I have the stats because it's just funny. Give me a second. No, no, you need to know one thing about Tassels. Yeah, Tassels. You can eat in this. You can eat in 1 second. You need to know one stat. They have 21 charisma. Okay. When? What fucking day is today? Okay, so 2 days. Okay. Yeah, and that's another job done. What's up? Yeah, I think I'm nearly done, like, the quote-unquote story. Yeah, I think we just have 3 jobs left. One of the last jobs I'm saving is the ugliest house. Which you can see kind of in the pictures here. It's just like a mess. I got a bit more energy. Movie set or remodeling finish. You have decided. A budget of 70,000. I don't need that much, but okay, thank you. And don't worry, Protector. We'll be next year at the very least. Be doing this co-op, and you'll be making houses with me. Because we'll also, well, one of the things that I think would be kind of fun is to get one of the big maps, like the big co-op ones, and because we have animals and pets coming, convert it into like a big pet-like hotel. Mm. Yeah, I think I had to like run away towards the end. I didn't hear the fucking slap thing. Yeah, she was fucking reasonable. Yeah, but he's always been very. I mean this in a nice way. Creepably flirty. Yeah, it seems like a very, to put this simply, right? No, cool. Fuck you. I, but also, Bryn. Yeah, no, but like that's what I was saying. Like he just snapped at times, like giga angrily, and it was like, it made me fucking jump, and he did it more than once. No, it's okay. Yeah, look, you politely, he had a chance, and he went too far. Yeah, it's a keep it in mind. Okay, no, that's just okay. Okay, protector. That's just some, and I mean this in a nice way. There's a difference between like that kind of rejection versus like sometimes the guy was definitely in the wrong to do what they did, and Rin's in that hole definitely wrong to do it the way they did. No, no, you're fine. Yeah, those chairs look fine there. And I'm not ignoring you. Sorry that I realize that sound like I'm not paying attention to you just for me to suddenly say that. It's not. I am still paying attention to what you're saying because it is important. I know. I just saying. I realize that sound like I didn't give a shit. concrete. Okay, at least here. Okay, see, here, at least it looks nice. That other fucking house where they wanted it, it looked so bad. See, like here, like the walls are designed to at least look like that. And like you've darker colors to go with it, and it makes sense. And the other place, it was just, ugh, it was bad. Also, you've not done anything wrong with any of what you've talked about. Just in case, like, your head's saying, like, oh, you're wrong and things like that, you shouldn't think, no, we've been through this once before, not happening again. Politely. No, yeah, no, I agree. Okay. On a more cheery subject, I guess. I have green marble tile and I have like the concrete to like finish off like this wall. Do you think this back wall should, because there's no other walls here that have that marble, like there's one wall here, like in this middle section, that has that green marble, and I've been given it to like use in this hallway. Do you think I should just make the end of the hallway the concrete, or do you think I should put up like the green marble as like that little end wall? Actually, yeah, I gotta put a bit down. Does that look okay? I guess it gives a bit of contrast that the no, 5. I forget about the delay at times. Actually, yeah, that small bit of green, like the other greens in the sitting room, like that small bit of green in the back actually looks quite nice. Right, so this house is a bit of a weird history. So let me just get the email up. Yeah, so even like the company that's a piece of shit got in contact with me. It's like the interior's half finished. Uh, there was like an order mix up where door frames showed up instead of windows. I fixed it, right? But here, they're just like, okay, and installed the door frames, even though like the windows are supposed to go there. And they tried to put quote unquote preventions, so some wood planks in the way, and a fucking raccoon got in, like destroyed the place. And not only raccoon got in, not only did a raccoon get in, like an actual burglar got in and stole like a load of electronics and shit like that. So they're just like, well, our client wanted to half finished fucking interior, my ass. Sorry, I'm just looking at this like bullshit fucking half finished interior. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the fucking door frames in place of windows. It's just like, I don't care how bad a fucking builder you are, right? It's like, yes, what the client wanted was a bunch of doorways. All these doorways over here to come in and out. This is what they wanted. Motherfuckers. Finish my jobs. But yeah, so shit got broken into. It's why there's like so much mess. I don't have to like close and clean, like do this kind of stuff and like reorganize. I think I'm just doing it because it's just like that, like, you know what? You already had a shit time. At least let me reorganize some of it for you. Oh no, it's the great debate. Washing machines in the bathroom. Yeah, because I was having a talk with someone, I can't remember what it was. It was just like, yeah, you can have a washing machine in the bathroom. If you have a kitchen, yeah, you usually like put it like in the kitchen, like a washing machine. Like having a washing machine and a dryer in a kitchen still makes sense, but a washing machine in the bathroom still also makes sense. At least for me. Yeah, I do, I do, I think I do want her to have like a relationship at some point. I don't super want it to be like, I guess, player, if that makes sense. Maybe just a nice like lizard boy, lizard girl. Who knows? I like that everyone expects it to be like a kobold, probably. I can't go with the fox people because then that's just too on brand. People be like, "Ah, we know why you're going for a fox." Yeah, I know. I might, I might look for a bit of art and see what I come across. Because again, she's open to relationship. It's just kind of whoever would show her that romantic energy back. Like, if someone wants to have fun, like I said, she's willing and like happy enough to have that kind of fun with someone. Yeah, as long as both people are like, good consenting adults, no issues. Oh yeah, I know. No, no, nah. Well, whoever the other look, I mean this nicely. Whoever the other person is, they've listened to these one-sided rambling conversations long enough, and they haven't left. Yeah, I'll, I guess, look into things, see what I find. But yeah, my thing is, I just don't want to get you into any like awkward situations, especially with like all the stuff that's been going on. Yeah. I was like, wait, there's more things to sell? There is. Yeah, she can be around doing her thing. I did that thing again. Oh, I forgot the door frames. Ah. Do you know what? This can just be tile now. Oh, that looks kind of nice. Yeah, I might. I don't know. Wait. Grab a bit of food because it has gotten a little bit late. But I'm 2 houses away from being like done after this one, and then the real game begins of making custom houses. Well, there is also like a full like sandbox. You can make your own like house like mode. You can make like missions. Fucking, this fucking demon. You walk into one old lady's attic one time. Oh yeah, how is her brother doing, by the way? Yeah. Well, I'm rotating and I don't know why now. I'm not touching any camera, it's just started doing this. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah. Well, that's. Look, she's glad that he's settling in. But I don't think she had, like, fear he wouldn't be able to, if that makes sense. Because he's always just been, like, the good guy, if that makes sense. This is actually just a nice fucking looking room. Um, they want windows. And I sold the paint after I've just had to put the walls in, which means it's revealed more of the fucking room. The one thing I hate is the unpainted windowsills. It it fucking bugs me. I did just get a message. Or, well, there's messages happening. Yeah, sorry. There's in the finals they've made map adjustments. There's now cover and an extra roof and things. They've added extra walls in, like an extra doorway. They've had like safety cover. I didn't. Oh God, sorry. I was like, no, no, my brain. I got, I got side, I got sidetracked. Ugh. Sorry. No, a game I play with my friends. Uh, got an update, and they've added like some new things, and those new things are quite nice. Oh, that's ace. So, crab bucket is a term we use for when someone uh, in the finals basically starts murdering even though their team is going to lose. And they could basically get the game to continue by letting the other team get a cash out. They keep fighting and cause themselves to lose. That is called crab bucketing because in nature, if you put a whole bunch of crabs in a bucket, um, rather than letting one crab escape, the other crabs will drag that crab down. And I got a little oopsie overzealous at one point. Was like "fuck you" and almost crab bucketed. So Ace renamed me to Crab Bucket for doing that. Honestly, this house is looking pretty fucking nice. Yeah, all I have to do is fix down here, unpack some boxes. And get, like, the last bits of furniture in. Okay, we want chairs, a table, a pool table. Okay. Translation. These boxes are going to be in the way. Okay, let's start with the one that's going to be the biggest. The pool table. But you want it out of the way of everything else. Carpet, that can go underneath the pool table. That makes sense. Okay. Don't know. He said, "Why is it so cold in here?" Me. Don't know. You're okay. Time's setting this pool table up so badly. Oh yeah, this might be snooker. I don't know how you set up a snooker table. That's all jobs done. Door, door. Stretch. Yeah, I like how some of these rooms actually turned out. Did you ever realize I've never seen our character's reflection? Which means I could, in fact, just be a beaver. I have legs and overalls, but that doesn't say anything. Hmm. I do have normal hands. We have no way of confirming if I am or am not a beaver. And the verdict is still out. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Sorry, I'm sitting here not doing anything. Oh God, have I? I can keep going. Yeah, no, I think I can take a stop as well. Yeah, I like getting to do like this kind of stuff. I will continue Power World at a later point. Oh, you want? You'd be willing to play it with me? Yeah, sorry. Uh, but yeah.